In the cemetery world, there is normally a passing of a loved one. There is then a burial plot, and then a headstone and monument to go. But in this case, we do have a burial plot, we do have a headstone, but we do not yet have a death. Steve Duer from Cemetery Nation. We're standing in the southern-eastern section of Trinity Cemetery here in northerly Manhattan. It turns out the burial plot I stand upon will be the final resting place of Mayor Ed Koch. Yes, the 105th mayor to New York City history. Third-term mayor, famous for the one line, "How am I doing?" Turns out that Mr. Koch has pre-arranged and pre-purchased his own burial plot here in the Jewish section of Trinity Cemetery. This plot is adorned with a beautiful 5.5-foot headstone. Inscribed on the stone is of his faith, the Jewish Star of David, his name, the city coat of arms, the years he served as mayor, and a very powerful, poignant quote. "My father is Jewish, my mother is Jewish, I am Jewish," which is not a quote from him, but a quote from Daniel Pearl, who was beheaded in 2002 by Muslim terrorists. And then below are other quotes. But what's interesting about this headstone that's different from most headstones in the cemetery we're in, there is no birth or death date, simply because there has been no death. The plot is not too big, but I do like the fact that it has this 3-tier monument, and right here, you can't really see it, is a small bench. There it is, a small bench with his name inscribed to give visitors an opportunity to sit and to ponder and reflect upon the life of Ed Koch. But for right now, he's still alive and doing quite well. He's actually a lawyer in Midtown and does claim in a recent interview that he does have a few years left, but as long as he keeps his marbles and he's not dependent upon anyone else, he's doing great. But does not and is not afraid of the afterlife. He feels that most Americans are afraid of death, which humors him. I'm looking very forward to bringing this plot to you in the future. Steve Duer.